Greno, week 39. Our army numbers are looking worrying, Your Grace. We need to call and muster as many villagers as possible. Maybe they're just peasants, but as long as they can throw rocks, they will be useful. That's true. Hopefully we can defend the castle successfully. I've told the villagers you wanted to see them regarding the call to arms. They should be here shortly. Hello, Your Grace. How can I be of service? Will you join my army in the upcoming battle? We are preparing for war. We need to build up our defense. There's barely anyone left alive in my village. The sickness spread onto everyone. The fever was far worse than we thought, and I won't be of much help. I barely got out of the sickness. My body is weak and fragile. I will pray for all of you. Fine. Please send your prayers. I run a little business, Your Grace. I can exchange your supplies for gold. Let's say 25 supplies for 18 gold. Shall we shake on it? Thank you. That will be all. Not a problem at all, Your Grace. I visit you again in some time. I have something to show you regarding our child, darling. Visit me in the bedchamber when you can. Of course, Aurelia. Your Grace, I am afflicted with an itching sickness. My face is itchy. My legs are itchy. My well, you get the idea. I can't stand it. However, I've heard that the touch of a king can cure all manner of ailments. So, how about it, Your Grace? Will you use your kingly powers on me? Approach and be healed. Oh. King Eryk touches the itchy peasant's face. I think I feel it working, Your Grace. Shall come back sometime and let you know how the healing process went. Let's hope for the best. Your Grace, I hope I find you well. Welcome to the castle, Pastor. I came to ask a favor of you. The community has decided it is time to upgrade our town, Kolovrad. The one in the market is small, old and barely standing. We thought of fixing it up, but it's better to just build a new one. We can use this opportunity to do it properly this time. The community has already gathered a large sum of gold and supplies to help fund it. But it's not quite enough to cover the labor. We will need to mine the stones and bring them from the mountains. Our mason said he can carve out the pattern in that. If we have a new Kolovrad in the center of the market, that will bring more people around. The community will feel happier and safer. We would need 25 gold. I can't send a general. I'm afraid I can't provide the gold, but I can offer the help of my general. He should help organize the delivery. Oh, thank you, Your Grace. Your help is very much appreciated. Eryk, this is Delilah, a local witch. I think there's a way to lift the curse. Do you want to explain, Delilah? Your Grace, with your permission, we could perform a ritual that will lift the curse that has been placed upon you. Curse? I thought that was just a humbug. From what I've heard from Queen Aurelia, this sounds like you have been hexed. Your poor health, misfortune, no heir. Indeed. Can't help with all these things, but I think I can be of use regarding the most important matter here. The rightful heir. Tell me more about the ritual. What is it all about? The ritual is complicated and we will need you to be there, Your Grace. We will be asking good spirits to act in our favor. You will need to repeat the incantation after me and occasionally help. What is the risk? The ritual doesn't exactly shout safe to me. What is the risk? Is it going to be painful? It can be, but it will be mostly under the spell. Not entirely here, with you, although my body can show signs of pain. Indeed. Queen Aurelia's spirit won't be in her physical body, so she won't feel anything. What is the chance? Is the heir certain? There is risk, as always in these matters. Ritual will need to be performed perfectly in order for it to work. But as long as you help us, the chances for a boy are very high. Certain almost. I think that's enough. Let's do it. I think we should do it. For the ritual to happen, I will need to gather several ingredients. The list is long, but most things I can obtain myself. More exotic elements I will need your help with, Your Grace. What do you require? We will need to make a brew that will help Queen Aurelia leave her body. We need a special kind of mushroom. It is a distinctive, vibrant blue. Likes to grow in damp places. I'm sure you can find one around the castle. We'll also use the herb of grace, or simply rue if you prefer. The strong smell will remind the queen, while it's under the spell, of where she is and what is happening. Will also drive evil spirits away. You won't get it from any merchant. The smell pots of customers wanting to buy other wares, so you will need to find one yourself. I will mark on your map where your agents are likely to find it. Tell them to look for bluish leaves with yellow flowers. We will also need 2 vials of Bethany oil. It has the effect of easing pain, so there will be a gift for the old spirit. 1 mugwort oil, also known as woman's sage. A gift for the spirit of the grown woman, helps with the cramps. Traveling merchants may often have such oils amongst their wares. Most difficult to get will definitely be the basilisk's egg, and we need 2. Basilisks. Don't be surprised, evil monsters want to have hairs, and so they lay eggs. The problem is, people usually prefer to get rid of these creatures, not keep their young around. Many people walk through your halls. I'm sure there will be someone strange enough to offer these, so worry not, Your Grace. The basilisk's eggs will serve as a gift to the spirits, 1 for the young one and 1 for the grown lady. We need 2, so they hopefully get the hint. One last thing. I would recommend that you find yourself a spell book. I thought you would be the one casting spells. Yes. The good spirits will want to hear some of these incantations from the father's mouth. The book is called Performance of Rituals, Curses and Healing by Jirko Zaramba. He's a renowned scholar in the field of alternative medicine. Make sure to read it, if a copy falls into your hands. Very well then. When will we be ready? Magic is involved, of course, but we're still dealing here with delicate matters. We need to wait for the fetus to develop. Don't worry, Eryk. I will be ready before Atana arrives at our gates. I can feel it. Then it's just up to you to repel the enemies. Darling, about the ritual. Or Rue, I think. Where did the letter say this stuff grows? She said it grows near wooded areas. I hope it'll all work out. It will. Just get the items that I'll ask for. Book was called Performance of Rituals, Curses and Healing. A, B, C. It's not here. M, N, O. Ah, here it is. Performance of Rituals, Curses and Healing by Juruko Zaremba. Read the book. Is there anything about getting an heir? Ah, this sounds like what the witch was talking about. Radzanish look after pregnant women and midwives. Always come in the form of 3 spirits, a little girl, a young woman, and an old hag. Radzanish visit a newborn 3 days after birth. They decide the future fate of the child, so it's a good idea to ready gifts and a feast upon their arrival. 3 days after. I don't think we will be able to do anything after that time. Oh, maybe this is it. Conjuring Rajani's prior to the child's birth is a risky venture, but if successful, they might help with more than just the future fate of the child. Instead, Rajani's can affect the characteristics of the newborn, such as type or color of hair, eyes of, or even sex. The following incantation needs to be performed for successful conjuration of the spirits. It is not yet the time for you to come. We beg forgiveness for calling upon you. Child of our womb is yet unborn. We ask you to give us what we desire. Let the sky turn red and the water twist black. Let the mountain break under the manhood of our child. The child, the grown and old, come to us to do our bidding. I must warn you, this is a theory once heard at the bottom of a jug, and no written text describes such a practice. It does, however, come from a trusted source, a lifelong friend of mine, and therefore I have decided to include it in this book. Disclaimer. Author publishing company of Performance of Rituals, Curses and Healing. We're not responsible for any side effects nor the damages caused for incorrect performance of the rituals. Huh. An interesting read. Your Grace? I will see you later, pumpkin. Darling. I think this is the one. I have to say, this book doesn't sound very convincing. Ah, it's going to be fine. All you need is to remember the incantation. The rest you can ignore. Fine. I hope it'll all work out. It will. Just get the items till I'll ask for. That must be the mushroom the witch spoke about. I'll just grab one. Fluorescent mushroom. It's supposed to help Aurelia leave the body. Hopefully not for good. Better leave it until the ritual. Your Grace, I'm an honest man. I don't understand why I'm here. You know very well why you are here. Didn't know I wasn't allowed to sell sugar to the king. I am deeply sorry. Please, please let me out. My daughter, she's waiting for me at home. Fine, you may go. You've had enough. But do not try to come back here again. Thank you, Your Grace. Here, take the sugar, free of charge. I hope you can forgive me, Your Grace. Darling, I've got something for you, honey. Got this bag of sugar from a merchant. I thought you might like it. Can put it in your wine to make it taste better. Can probably find a better use for the sugar than I can. Oh, Eryk, this is amazing. Thank you, you're so thoughtful. I love sugar, and the girls love it too. I will have the kitchen make up something sweet for us for the evening. I'm glad you're happy with this. Of course I am. Thank you. About the ritual. I think I found these. Is this what Delilah meant? We had some growing in the dungeon. Yes, I knew I had seen them somewhere. I hope it'll all work out. It will. The ritual. Eryk and Aurelia have decided to perform a ritual with a local witch in order to increase their chances of having a boy. This decision was difficult, but Eryk and Aurelia both knew that this might be the only way they could have a son. The witch advised the king to gather a long list of essential materials for the ritual. Bright blue mushrooms, the herb of grace, 2 betony oils, mugwort oil, 2 basilisk eggs, spellbook, performance of rituals, curses and healing by Jurkus Ramba. Itching sickness. A peasant, believing the king's touch has healing powers, asked Eryk to cure his itching sickness. The king was happy to give it a try. Aurelia wanted to do the ritual no matter the cost. For a long time she felt like it was her fault she couldn't deliver a boy to their family. There was nothing that could make her happier than when she found out this could change. King Eryk released the prisoner. As a thank you, he gifted the king a bag of sugar. Time until the siege, 11 weeks. Grano, week 40. Your Grace, I've helped the boulder man. His vertebrae were twisted. I have managed to put them back into place. That's amazing. Thank you. It is no problem. Your Grace, I have just returned from the forests. I found the mud box, but there was no sign of the lost son. The peasants seemed to bear it well. Though I also found a big stash of gold. I gave some of that gold to the peasants so he wouldn't be upset about his lost son. I have brought the rest to you. At your service, Your Grace. That will be all for now. As you please, Your Grace. Sedani? Is that you? What on earth have you done to your dress? I saw you got a grown-up dress, so I wanted one too. Don't worry, Father. I didn't do anything to my favorite blue dress. No, but you've ruined this one. Did you cut it yourself? Where did you even get scissors? Are those feathers in your hair? I found some beautiful feathers in the gardens last week. I wanted to have a dress like Asalia, but I couldn't do it like she has it. This fabric just keeps getting in the way. You didn't cut yourself, did you? No, Father, I'm fine. Just wanted to ask you if it looks nice. Fine, you can keep it. But you had better explain this to your mother yourself. And I'm telling you right away, she's not going to like it. Why won't she? Because it's not becoming of a princess to wear a torn dress like this. Maybe she will, you don't know. You'll see. Now settle off. I have some work to do. Thank you, Father. I knew you'd like it. Your Grace, our village has recently been acquired by Lord Grego. He used to be under the command of Lady Masha, but now both of the lords are taking taxes from us. They're sending soldiers to collect money every week, and we can't say no to them. We have been paying double tax for weeks. Try talking to the lords, but they ignore us. Please help, Your Grace. I will send a general to talk to the lords. Don't have enough generals. There is nothing I can do. It's unfortunately up to the lords to sort this out. Should try seeking their audience again. But I did. They won't listen. I thought you were a fair king. I suppose I was wrong. Ah, blast it all. My potatoes were stolen again. Sure someone is hiding an Aitwar in their home. How else would you explain that my potatoes keep disappearing? My grain too, that bloody village. I knew I shouldn't have moved there. Would one of your hunters help us find out who's hiding that feathery snake? I'll send a hunter to the village. These beasts aren't easy to catch, but my hunters will do their best. Thank you, Your Grace. If I could only find out who's keeping it, I will tan their hide. Your Grace, we have found the Radovian king, the monster himself. Gave him a bit of a beating for what he did to our brothers. That was not necessary. Forgive my man, they can be heavy-handed sometimes. Especially wearing metal gauntlets. Eryk, I finally get a chance to talk to you. How many years has it been? I was afraid you would come one day. I didn't expect you to arrive as a king with an army. Of course not. What are the chances that a common thug would go after a king? But I managed anyway. We took heavy losses, but your army was dismantled. There is a happy ending for you. Before I send you off to the headsman, tell me. Why are you here? Why come to Devon all of a sudden? Radovia is engulfed in civil war. We have at least 2 madmen fighting over the resources. Our soil isn't like yours. It's dark, hard. Plants don't want to grow like they used to. I offer the solution. Cross the mountains to find a new home. Some laughed, some choose to come along. Your men killed people in the villages. They robbed and raped. We're not all the same. Must have been men from other camps. Did I mention we were at civil war? His men did the same in my home country. These are the men we ran away from. Radovia is divided. We can't all be tarred with the same brush. The promise. 13 years ago, when you attacked us and put your blade against my throat. Must have known I wouldn't be able to keep to my promise. Must have known I would have said anything for you to let us go. I was different. I was a different man back then. I was robbing travelers. Never thought I would run into royals on that trail. When opportunity arises, I guess one can get nifty ideas. Of course I knew you would not keep to your promise. But it gave me a spark of hope. Marrying a daughter from a royal family would mean Radovia had a shot at success on this side of the world. Having royal blood would mean acceptance from others. Didn't think we'd be honored guests straight away, of course, but I hoped it would be enough to let us leave our cursed lands at least. How did you become a king? When we last met, you were a bandit on the roads. How does one go from a thief to a king? A king. That's a bit of an exaggeration, to be fair. It doesn't quite work like that on our side of the mountains. Some people choose to follow me, is all. They said I gave them hope. Not everyone gets swaddled in royal silk as a baby. Some have to work for it, and that's what I did. The witch's curse. There was a witch with you back then. She cursed me if I didn't keep to the promise. Sorry about that. Edgy. She has a tendency to throw curses on people left and right. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Edgy liked to use this curse a lot. Never worked. Enough about that. The battle was fierce. That's quite a welcome party you gave us, for sure. When we were crossing the trail, we didn't want to fight. You left us no choice. We used whatever we had at hand. Surprisingly, we did quite well. We definitely had surprising battle tactics I'm curious about. Let me get off the ground. Ah, that's better. Fire away. The magic fog. Tell me about the fog. Was it magic? Like I said, we didn't want to cause any harm. The smoke's a common incense. We hoped that using a large amount would mask the passage. Naive of me to have thought that the smoke would last long enough for us to get through. I'd hoped that by the time it cleared, we all would be gone. When we realized the smoke was about to vanish, we had to take on a different tactic. That's when we circled your man. Monsters? Huge monsters certainly brought a lot of havoc with them. Oh, you mean the transit bisons? I realize these mammals are quite rare in your part of the world. They're big, strong. We normally use them for transporting goods. But it turns out that when properly motivated with a strong whip hand, they can act as pretty good cavalry. Fire? We've never seen such fire magic. What was it? You mean fire flowers? We use them to welcome the new year. As nice as it may be to watch them, we've also had quite a few incidents with fires spreading out of control. Thought those drawbacks could work in our favor for once. The killing device? That device nearly decided our fate. We have some creative minds on our side. The moment the battle started, our men tried to come up with something that would help us get through. Thought that the damn thing was a trap for whoever was inside, but there were plenty of volunteers. We let them loose and it seemed like it worked well. I suppose the element of surprise, that's the trick. I've heard enough. You know I had no other choice. You would do the same for the ones you love, wouldn't you, Eryk? Let me go, and I promise we won't cause any more trouble. I don't want your daughters. Your Grace, please remember that Byron is a Radovian. If you let him go, King Eryk might not help us during the battle with Hatana. But if you sentence him to die, King Fabian will not help us. I know this is a tough decision, Your Grace, but you should consider the benefits you will get from each king. Fine, you may go. You've had your share of suffering. I won't add to it anymore. People told me none of the 7 kings would grant us recognition. I suppose I should have known better. At least I was partially right. You letting me go. I won't forget this. For us, surviving another day is a victory. Thank you, Your Grace. By the way, it seems a Radovian already managed to conquer a Tavernian's heart. My daughter seems like a good fit for you, Asalia. Darling, my man found Byron. I have just spoken to him, and to be honest, I don't know what to think. I think we made a mistake. We misunderstood this whole situation. Byron never wanted to go to war with us. What? How is that possible? They would have won if not for that avalanche. They were just looking for a new place to call home. Their country is at war. But what about Lusulia? He did want to marry her, to gain recognition from other kings, and build a new kingdom on the better side of the mountains. I let him go. I didn't have the heart to execute him after finding this out. You did well. He mentioned something about the curse. He said the witch used that curse on many people, and apparently it never worked. Eryk, that's great news. I'm not sure. Couldn't tell if he was just lying to save his own life. Oh, what are we going to do? It's your decision, honey. We're going to go ahead with the ritual. I don't want to risk that curse befalling us. Fine, but remember that you can always change your mind, alright? Of course, sweetheart. You should rest, honey. We want to bring a very healthy baby into the world. Of course, it seems like no matter how much I rest, I'm always tired. I'll just sit here. Yes, father. Don't do anything silly, Asalia. Do I ever? Lorsulia sent a present. It's a scarf. Do you want to try it on? Black scarf? Oh, let's see. It's not long enough for me. Lorsulia made it. She really got good at stitching. All those lessons were not in vain. Makes me feel a bit bad I never put enough effort into that. Take it back. I have no use for it. Your Grace. Lorsulia sent a present. Your sister sent you a present. You get from Lorsulia. Let me see. It's so pretty. So soft and shiny. Kind of reminds me of Dusty. How do I look? Dusty? By the gods, it's not from Lorsulia. Give it back, Sedani. Dusty! It's Dusty's fur. What happened to him? Why would Lorsulia do this to him? What is happening? The whole castle will have heard you, Sedani. Lorsulia killed Dusty. Gods, I thought I recognized the fur from somewhere. I'm sorry, Sedani. I was mistaken. It's not from Lorsulia. Must have been Ivo. Lorsulia was right to warn me not to anger him further. He's trying to show who's in control. He will pay for this. Definitely seems as if Lorsulia sewed the thing together. But she wouldn't do that, would she? Unless she was forced. He thinks he can do whatever he wants. I fear for our daughter, Eryk. We need to do something. Ivo will pay for his sins. Come with me, Sedani. Everything is going to be fine. My poor Dusty. Nothing useful in here. Just a pile of rubbish. Side table of food is very useful for long meetings. Darling, I am so sorry. I didn't realize it was Dusty. Otherwise, I wouldn't ever show it to Sedani. How could he? This cruel rat. Oh, Luli, just hang tightly in there. Eryk, we must do something. But how can we? I'm helpless, Aurelia. I'm a useless king. Can't even keep my family safe. Our forces aren't strong enough to attack. Can't take this anymore. Don't do this, Eryk. Must keep it together until the battle. We can win this. I know it. Damn, I look so tired. Or maybe I'm just old. Andres tracked down the mud box and also seems to have found the hidden treasure. He didn't find the lost son, but apparently the peasant wasn't overly upset. A peasant from a nearby village came to the king, complaining of being forced to pay tax to two lords. The king decided to leave it up to the lords to solve the problem. Radovian bite. Eryk's men found Bayron, the king of Radovia. Bayron claimed that Radovia is mired in civil war, and this is the reason they crossed the mountains. They were simply looking for a new home. The Radovians hadn't planned to attack, but after they were attacked by Eryk, they had no choice but to defend themselves. Bayron also explained that the curse thrown on Aurelia has never worked on anybody else. After listening to Bayron, King Eryk decided to let him go. To everybody's shock, the gift Lorsulia sent was actually Dusty's fur, sewn into a scarf. Regrettably, Sedani was the one to realize this grisly fact. The poor girl cried for days after this incident. An Aitor in the village keeps stealing potatoes from the peasants. King Eryk sent a hunter to investigate the case. Time until the siege, 10 weeks. Graham, no, week 41. Your Grace, we've tried to help the church with moving the stone from the mountains to the village. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it. The horses were too weak to pull the cart. We couldn't carry them by hand either. Thank you for letting me know. I think the pastor is going to visit you about this. I told the villagers you wanted to see them regarding the call to arms. They should be here shortly. Your Grace. That's all. I think that is all. Thank you for visiting. Goodbye, Your Grace. Your Grace, the deed is done. The day you have been waiting for is finally upon us. Nothing will compare to my new epic, and it is thanks to you. I will take it that you want to hear the creation. Of course. Waited for this long enough. Let's hear it. Wherever you're not, it's absolutely worth it. Oh, you're in for a treat. Ahem. The moon shines bright, high up in the sky. Kupala night is in sight. Laughter and music will rule this night. But there is no rest for a tired knight inside the castle wall. He rests and waits for the night to fall. The metal cold as she, the witch, spreads your scrolls, my love. Let me see your potions. I'm into it. Please don't stop. The Beast Master, here he comes. I hoped you would wait for me, he says. He pulls his own monster out, up for the trades. The royal heads are behind their own solid walls. But the loud sounds of haggling spread through the castle halls. Perhaps I can barter myself a good deal, she thought, as Queen Aurelia makes an appeal. Whoa! I'm going to have to stop you right there. Oh, no, this is the best part, Your Grace. But I don't think I need to hear it all. I got the gist of your poem. As you wish, Your Grace. Shall spread the poem to the rest of the world. It's going to be grand. Your Grace, your hunter has helped me track down the mudbugs in the swamps. He hasn't found their nest, but at least he's managed to slay one of those dolts. He also, you won't believe this, found gold hidden in the swamps. In fact, so much of it that I wanted to share it with you. Take this as a thank you, Your Grace. Ha, I knew the rumors were true. I'm not crazy after all. What about your son? Oh, my son, yes, he just came back home. Haha. Just appeared like that. I must be in the gods' favor these days. Your Grace, I'm so glad I had faith in you. My itching sickness is completely healed. Going to tell everyone that you are a king chosen by the gods. I'm glad I could help. I feel like my entire body is starting to itch, Audrey. Well, at least we know it just goes away on its own after a while. Perhaps if you touch yourself it will heal faster? Your Grace, what is it? Would you join my army in the upcoming battle? The war with the Tana is close at hand. We need as many men as possible. Damn it! I knew this day would come. Shouldn't have complained about my twisted back. Yes, I suppose now that I've recovered, I can help. Beer? Oh boy. Sedani? Rawr. Ah! You've really outdone yourself this time around, young lady. A beer? Really? Isn't he the best? He's a gorgeous creature. But I can't let you keep him. He's scary. He's not scary. It's Viotek. He can help us get Losulia back. Father, please let me keep him. He's my best agent to date. He won't do any harm. Why Viotek? Viotek? That doesn't sound like you, pumpkin. I'm done with silly names. I'm all grown up now, so the beer gets a grown-up name. I think he likes it. This surely is not a good idea. Audrey, bears are friendly and generally not dangerous if they are used to humans. If he ever becomes dangerous, we can always get rid of him. See, it's harmless to us, not the enemy. I will train him. How did you get him? How does one get a beer, pumpkin? I left food leftovers in the gardens. One day he was there. Food in the gardens. I wondered why they're always in such a mess lately. Is this how you attract all of these animals, Sedani? Well, I had to gain their trust somehow. I think that's enough. That's enough, pumpkin. What do you say then, Father? I mean, Your Grace? Can Wojciech stay with us? He can stay. But if something happens, I will get rid of him myself. You won't have to, I promise. Come with me, Wojciech. I will show you around. I had better talk to Aurelia. Your Grace, I beseech you. Our granary has been destroyed by a mudslide. Please, can you give us some assistance? Our general can help you reorganize. Thank you, Your Grace. Yes, Father. Have you seen Viotek? It's Sedani's new pet. Yes, he's cool. I wish I had a pet like that. Where does she even get ideas like this? I have no clue. I do have a favor to ask you. Please keep an eye on him. And if anything happens, let me know immediately. What, if he eats me alive? Asalia, I'm not joking. I'll let her keep the beer, but I'm really worried. Fine, Father, I'll look after you. Thank you. Crack in the pavement. We need to get it patched up one day. Your Grace? Arr. Arr. I know I let you keep the beer, but you really ought to be very careful. And I am not joking. Anything happens, you run straight to me, you hear me? Nothing's going to happen. Sedani? Yes, Your Grace. I will come straight to you. Father? Yes. I found this book. It's about beers. Can I borrow it? Of course you can, Pumpkin. Take any book you like. I'll ask Danica to read it to me later. Darling? Have you seen Sedani, honey? She came to see me earlier. I haven't seen her. Why? Oh, well, don't be mad. Oh no. What has she done now? You know what she's like? She has been looking for a new animal friend since Luli left. I think she overdid it this time, but I didn't have the heart to tell her no. Eryk, what is it? She brought a beer cup into the castle. What? Are you out of your mind? This is dangerous. This is not happening. Hey, calm down. It's just a jump. It's not dangerous at all. Might be nice and cute now, but wait till he grows up. We'll have guards keep an eye on him. At least until after the battle, then we'll see what happens. Fine, but if anything goes wrong, nothing is going to happen. I promise. This fireplace is full of ash. It's quite cozy here in the evenings, though. Maybe I can use this piece of fabric to make something up for Aurelia. I can find some wool to thread through this fabric. I could make something nice for Aurelia. Trolls and hunters sometimes come here to practice swordsmanship. This gate looks very old. Anyone with some strength could probably just barge through it. Grey mountains. Luli lost them. You're lucky to have such a beautiful landscape. It's Aurelia's wool. Maybe I can make something out of this. Could make something for Aurelia out of this. Just need to find some needles and a piece of fabric. Okay, if I can find some wood to thread through this fabric, I could make something nice for Aurelia. Big pointy animal. Or monster tooth? Don't have big creatures around the castle. Someone must have lost it. Nothing useful in here, just a pile of rubbish. These roses make this place smell amazing. It's really calming. No wonder our girls like to spend time here. I can find some wool to thread through this fabric. I could make something nice for Aurelia. Yes, Father. Stay safe. Don't do anything silly, Asalia. Do I ever? How can I help, Your Grace? Castle upgrades. Like to upgrade the castle defenses. It's great. We should invest gold into reinforcing the gates and walls and building a moat. Reinforced walls will allow us to hold out longer in case of ballistas. Reinforced gate will help us endure in case of a battering ram. Moat will slow down the enemy when they approach the walls. We'll see the upgrades available in your weekly summary at the end of this week, Your Grace. Like to buy some equipment for the battle. That's great, Your Grace. We should buy a ballista, hot oil, and mining equipment. Ballista can be a great boon against the siege towers. Hot oil will be devastating if the enemy gets to the wall. Bellows and feathers will be useful in case the enemy digs a tunnel under our wall. We'll be able to smoke the enemy out. We'll see the upgrades available in your weekly summary at the end of this week, Your Grace. Spirits are empty. I used to store all wine. The shots look quite sharp, but they're about 1,000 years old. Really convinced me to have some plants here. Makes the place seem more friendly. Not sure if that's good or bad. These pigeons always bring so much mess into the throne room. How can I be of service, Your Grace? Tell me about our battle preparations. What would you like to know about, Your Grace? Can our castle defend us? Current state of the walls isn't great. We should think about reinforcing the castle as much as we can. Be able to see the upgrades in the weekly summary. Let's change the subject. Of course. How can I be of service? That's all for now. I will be here if you need me, Your Grace. To land of the wonderful. Orlando finally brought the king his work. King Eryk, although unhappy with certain aspects of the poet's work, appreciated the overall qualities of the finished product. Despite reservations about Viotech, the king decided to let him stay, under the proviso that he will be dealt with if he ever becomes a danger. After hearing about Sedani's new beer pet, the queen was quite clear she didn't approve of the idea. Eryk assured her nothing bad is going to happen. The peasant returned to thank the king. He said that thanks to our hunter, he was able to find gold hidden in the swamps and shared it with the king. Must not have realized that the hunter brought us gold as well. The king's touch appears to have healed the itchy peasant. Unfortunately, Eryk has learned the hard way that itching sickness is nothing to laugh at. Peasant came to the throne room to request help after a mudslide destroyed their village's granary. Eryk agreed to help. Time until the siege. 9 weeks. Reno, week 42. I have found the herb of grace. The smell was so strong, it was easy to locate. Here it is. I have successfully found the eyewear in the village, Your Grace. I must report that it turned to nothing but ashes as I made the final blow. You've called for me, Your Grace. That's all for now. As you wish, Your Grace. Your Grace, thank you very much for the help you offered. Sadly, we were unable to move the stones into town. They were simply too heavy. The wheels of the cart kept breaking, because the path to town is very rocky. The horses eventually started fainting from the over-exertion. We had to stop and leave the stone in the middle of the road. We could move it if we had better cart and more horses. Unfortunately, we have already used up all the resources we had. Would there be any way the kingdom could support us in this difficult situation? Of course. Take these supplies. You started building this culvert. It needs to be finished. This is very generous. I'll let everyone know immediately that we can resume the project. Thank you, Your Grace. May the gods have you in their favor. Your Grace, a little bird told me that Asalia is seeing someone she's not supposed to. A little bird. Is that another agent? Birds, spiders, but not ghosts. Ghosts don't exist, I hope. In any case, I felt obliged to inform you, Your Grace. I think this is enough royal work for one day. I will now make my leave and play some games. I don't have a good feeling about this. Your Grace, my village was plundered by some animals at night. I would have expected wolves, but all the meat was left intact. Just herbs and roots were gone. Some say they have seen something that resembles a hare, only bigger, uglier. It seems like a Jurus could be around. No one has the guts to track him. I would have, but I'm not stupid. They tend to lure people into the swamps and they never come back. I have a family. I can't risk leaving them, but perhaps one of your hunters. Hunters should be able to deal with it easily. The hunter will find that demon of yours. Good call you didn't follow that Jurus. They can be dangerous. Thank you, Your Grace. I will tell my wife that our kids will be safe at night. So they can be dangerous. Phew, I wasn't a chicken after all. Your Grace, we are preparing for the burning and drowning of Marzana. To welcome the spring. Our villages, Brunel, Vitri and Branca, hold an annual contest every year for the best Marzana. Oh, I know. Perhaps the king himself would like to judge which Marzana would be the best? Yes, why not? I can do that. We will be honored to have you, Your Grace. Anyway, there was something else I came here to ask for. We have had a very bad year, and we were wondering if you could spare us some resources to build the best Marzana out there? It's symbolic. Just use hay. I'm sure you can gather some flowers from the fields and some hay, and it'll be fine. But then we won't win the contest, Your Grace. Maybe you can win next year. Oh well. Yellow rue. Some call it the herb of grace. Meant to help keep evil spirits at bay. Oh, the smell. Thank you for letting me visit, Your Grace. Yes, Father. Why is Maya here? And Salia? What is she doing here? Maya isn't supposed to be in the castle. I love her, Father. Oh. It's true. With her, I feel safe. I feel alive. I feel like I belong somewhere, and if I'm not with her, I miss her so much. I can't stop thinking about her. I wonder where she is, what she does, what she eats. This isn't love, and I don't know what it is. I want to see Maya every day. I want her to come to the castle whenever she wants. I see. Can't have her away from me. Is she going to move in here? Do you want her to live in the castle? Yes. Well, no. It's fine. I just want her to be able to visit me more often. What will people say? You're a princess. You're supposed to marry a prince or a king even. What will people think? I don't care. I just want to see Maya more often. Let me think. This explains why you two have been spending so much time together. What do you have to say, Maya? Your Grace, I didn't mean to storm in here like this. Salia promised to me it's fine if I came to the castle. Do feel the same about your daughter, Your Grace. Don't think either of us planned for this to happen. It's just the more time we've spent together, the more we felt for each other. Don't want to cause any problems, Your Grace, but I do wish I could see Salia more often. Very well. Maya can return to the castle whenever she wants. I wish your sister had the same freedom. Just make sure she doesn't do anything silly. Maya, keep an eye out for her. Yes, Your Grace. Thank you, Father. I told you he would understand. Don't do anything silly, Salia. Do I ever? Thank you for letting me visit, Your Grace. This could be useful. This is going surprisingly well. Now I just need to make a nice tapestry using the fabric I found. Ta-da! This was actually quite enjoyable. No wonder Aurelia spent so much time doing this. Hopefully she'll like it. I made this tapestry for Aurelia. It's a portrait of me and my queen, the love of my life. We've been through a lot together. I hope she likes it. Darling? I've made something for you. It's nothing much, and it isn't even done well. But I wanted you to have something to remember that I always love you. We are in this together. Whether we have a son or not, I love you, sweetheart. Oh, Eryk, I love you too. This is beautiful. Well, all the threads are sticking out. This doesn't matter. I love it. I will have it framed and keep it forever. Everything is going to be fine. I know, honey. I know. Darling, Salia invited Maya to the castle again. Found those two playing in the gardens before. I didn't have the heart to ask Maya to leave, but I am a little worried. She's from Radovia. What if they're planning revenge? Don't be silly. They won't stand a chance. I think we were too harsh on Salia. As said, they are in love. In love? With the girl? Yes, I think so. least she got to find someone she can love. I wish Lasulia had that freedom. I want our girls to be happy. Darling, about the ritual. This stuff smells awful. No wonder no one wants to deal in it. Yes, this is it. There was 2 Bethany oils and a mugwort oil. Where do I get those from? I think you will have to buy them from visiting merchants. I hope it'll all work out. It will. Just get the items still and last for. Crack in the pavement. You need to get it patched up one day. Jairus in the village. Jairus appears to be stealing food from nearby villages. King Eryk has sent a hunter to deal with that. Burning of Marzana. Peasants visited King Eryk, asking for help with their hay dolls called Marzana. Villagers from Brunel participating in the annual Marzana contest asked for help gathering resources to put together the best doll and win. The king decided to ignore the request and suggested gathering flowers from the fields and using hay. Reflecting upon the decisions he made about his oldest daughter, King Eryk decided to give Vasalia the freedom to be with whoever she wants to. He decided to allow Maya back at the castle to make his daughter happy. Eryk felt bad after overreacting to the news about Maya. After calming down, together with the queen, they agreed to let Vasalia see Maya whenever she wants. To make Aurelia feel a little bit better, Eryk has prepared a very thoughtful gift in form of tapestry. Aurelia seemed to really appreciate the thought. The hunter brought ashes as a proof the monster was defeated. Time until the siege, 8 weeks. Grano, week 43. Your Grace, we need to call King's Summit soon. This will be our last chance to talk to them before the battle. If there's anything else you need to do to fulfill their requests, now will be the last chance. If you haven't spoken to Verid yet, you should invite him and let him know what your decision is about this offer. Thank you for letting me know, Audrey. Your general, I've helped to build a support under the muddy hill. There should be no more mudslides. Thank you. Let me know if you need anything else, Your Grace. I've told the villagers you wanted to see them regarding the call to arms. They should be here shortly. My Grace, I bring a special assortment for you today. It's my special collection of magical rocks and crystals. I have been gathering these for many years, yes. Some come from the local riverbanks, and some have been mined in the Grey Mountains. We have a few extraordinary stone talismans from Kaladur. They are bound to bring you wealth, of course. If they feel your positive energy, that is. How will I know if it works? Well, they will only work if you truly believe in it. Fine, show me what you have. They will look beautiful decorating your throne. Make your choice, my grace. You will not be disappointed. That'll be all. Thank you for visiting. You are most welcome, my grace. It's my pleasure to do business with you. Your Grace, you wanted to see me. Will you join my army in the upcoming battle? War is coming. My army needs you. You've helped our village with the Vodiani. Of course, we'll stand by your side. Couldn't have wished for a better king. Be ready. The battle starts in 7 weeks. Traveling merchant here, your grace. Balms, ointments, potions, whatever your royal soul may desire. Everything is 5 gold apiece. There will be 5 pieces of gold. Are you sure? Perfect. Anything else? There will be 5 pieces of gold. Are you sure? Of course. Let's see some other items. What else do you have? What else do you have? There will be 5 pieces of gold. Muckwort oil. Perfect. Anything else? Let's see some other items. That's all. Thank you. That's all for now. Perfect. I'm glad I could help. Your Grace, there's something wrong with the horse keeper's boy. He twitches and jumps all the time. Thought it was because he was little and energetic. Now that he's grown, it's getting worse. Top of that, he doesn't know how to speak. Just mumbles things under his nose. Tried stopping him and teaching him, but he throws huge tantrums, punching everything in his way. Tried giving him healing herbs, and we pray for him every day. Nothing is helping. He has bad blood, Your Grace. He must be cleansed of the disease, so he can live a normal life. I'll send the witch. The court witch should help you drain the bad blood. Hopefully that will help. Thank you, Your Grace. Your help will not be in vain. This boy will one day become a fine horsekeeper. Your Grace, our village has been flooded. Our wood stocks, food supplies, it has all gone with the river. We have no choice but to ask for your support. What is it that you need? I'm afraid we're dealing with a water monster here. A water sprite, if you like. We hope the monster won't do more damage, so for now, we would just need some supplies before we can settle back to full strength. Here's what you need. Take the supplies. Hopefully it will be enough. Thank you, Your Grace. That should be enough. Let's hope the monster won't want any more. Basilisk eggs. The ones are missing. Darling, about the ritual. The oils. I've got 2 Bethany oils and 1 mugwort oil. Is this correct? Yes, sweetheart, that is correct. Basilisk eggs. Why do we even need basilisk eggs? I think the letter said they were going to be gifts for the spirits. Where can I get them? Probably from a merchant. I hope it'll all work out. It will. Damn, I look so tired. Or maybe I'm just old. Nearby village was flooded and peasants came asking for help. They mentioned something about a monster living in their river. The king decided to aid the village with some extra supplies. Eryk decided to let the opportunity pass and didn't buy anything. Bad blood. A peasant visited the throne room seeking help for the horsekeeper's boy. She said he has been bad blood because he acts very strangely. King Ivo decided to send the witch to aid the peasants with the procedure. Time until the siege, 7 weeks. Grano, week 45. We've told the villagers you wanted to see them regarding the call to arms. They should be here shortly. Your Grace, I have attempted to help the horsekeeper's boy. I tried my best. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. I'm sorry to hear that. I suppose at least we tried. Eryk, you have sent for me. That's all. For now. Very well. I'm selling packs of supplies, Your Grace. Let me help you with your struggle. I offer the best prices in all of Devon. Only 28 gold for 22 supplies. What do you think? That would be all, thank you. I understand. Should be back in Devon in a few weeks' time, Your Grace. Until then. Your Grace, your hunter got lost in the swamps. We were waiting for him to return with news about the Jaros, but no sign of him. That's no good. There's not much we can do, Your Grace. We have to wait for the hunter. I am so sorry, Your Grace. I hope he will return safely soon. The Royal Hunter couldn't deal with the Jaros. I don't know who can. Good thing it wasn't me who went after him. What's going on, Your Grace? Why have you called for me? Will you join my army in the upcoming battle? Atana is going to attack, and we need to build up our defense. To help me find that sneaky Eidwar. I never had a problem with him since. I will help. I hope you will rule for a long time, Your Grace. Be ready. The battle starts in 6 weeks. Your Grace, everyone is sick. People in my village, they can't stop coughing. They cough so much they lose their breath and faint. They have fever and vomit too. And it's not just 1 or 2 people. It's the entire village. Only me and a couple of other people are still well. So they sent me to the king to beg for help. We think this disease is contagious. Everybody's closed themselves off in their homes and are not coming out. We have to do something, Your Grace, before this spreads further. I'll send the witch. She'll be able to heal at least some of you. Maybe she'll find out what's causing the disease. Thank you, Your Grace. We'll be waiting for her patiently. Your Grace, I'm sorry to bother you. I come from Vidru. As you know, we are holding the annual burning of Marzana. You know your resources are limited. But please, Your Grace, could you spare us some supplies? We always lose because our village is the poorest. But our children would love it if we won for once. And with you, we have a chance. Don't have the resources to help with this. As I said before, you should just build Marzanas with hay. They can look very charming too. Fine, Your Grace, we'll do that. We'll never win this. Eryk, King of Devon. Your daughter Losulia was accused of treason, blasphemy and witchcraft. Losulia plotted against her own husband, the King of Atana. Losulia committed the act of blasphemy by publicly criticizing God's work, the will of the church, and purposefully avoiding participation in ceremonial events. Finally, Losulia of Devon was found guilty of witchcraft, occult rituals, and potion brewing. She was also found guilty of helping the enemy by magically letting them win a battle through collapsing in the mountains. Not without great grief, I feel obliged to inform you that after many long debates and attempts to expel the devil out of Losulia, it was deemed necessary to ultimately cleanse her body by flame and pray to God to forgive her soul. Ivo, the King of Atana. It's not possible. Oh why? Oh why? Oh why? Eryk, you're up. Oh gods, I thought I'd lost you too. I'm here. Don't know what to do. What to say. Our Losulia. Gone. No holding back now. Losulia is gone. There's nothing to hold us back against him. We have to get ready for when the time comes. Ivo will pay for all he's done, threatening us, attacking us. Eryk, please. No, he has to pay for this. Thought the Radovians were a band of barbarians, but it turns out they were more civilized than the royal crown. Need to focus on the advancing army. We will retaliate. But it's not like we can chase after him. We have to wait for him to come. Will you please stop? Eryk, our daughter is gone. So please think about her for a second. Forgive me, my love. I'm just filled with anger. How are you feeling? I'm trembling. I don't know how we can ever get past this. You have to tell the girls. I can't do it, Eryk. So they don't know yet? They probably know. You've missed some things when you fainted. They will let you know. I will talk to them. Don't worry. Eryk, your advisor took the letter. He said it's for the best. They haven't seen it all. You must tell me. How did she die? What did he do to her? You have to be honest with me. Eryk, you mustn't lie to me. Need to know what happened to our daughter. She was burned alive. She was... I've pronounced her a witch. Just tell me. He claims she was of a magical nature. Eryk, be done with it already. She was burned. Alive. That's why the tiara. What? I... Audrey! Tell everyone there's no more hearings today. Tell them they all can go to hell. The girls. Hope they're holding up better than Aurelia. Aurelia's dresser, where she gets ready for the day. Your Grace. Your sister. Sedani. Father! What happened to our Luli? They were screaming. They were on the ground and then Asalia told me to come back here and wait for you. She gave me Lusulia's tiara. She said it came with a letter. Luli never parted with it. It was her favorite. I wasn't even allowed to touch it. Please tell me Luli is alright. Father, please! Your sister's gone, said Annie. But I never let her know about all the things that happened. All the agents. I was supposed to tell her of all Asalia's secrets. How can I do that if she's not here? This isn't fair. You're right. It isn't fair. But there's nothing we can do about this now. You have to be strong, said Annie. We all do. I will try, Father. Oh, poor Luli. What do I do with her tiara? You know what? Keep it. Lusulia would have wanted that. I will. I have to see Mother. Tell her it's going to be alright. Sedani, you're very strong. We will get through this. Thank you, Father. She's a tough one. Yes, Father. We need to talk. Father. I know. I guessed. Everyone rushed to help you when you fell off the throne. And then I heard Mother scream. Everyone did. I never heard her like this before. I've been told a letter arrived. I knew something must have happened to Lulu. She's gone, isn't she? Yes, she's gone. I could have stopped this, you know. It's not your fault. You had no choice. Everyone knows this. Ivo is the only one responsible for all this. He needs to pay for it. I would tear out his guts if I only got hold of him. It's not like he's any taller than me. Could easily get him. I'm so angry and sad. It's like the whole world is spinning. Father, please tell me we will avenge her. I'll do whatever is in my power. Ivo will regret this. I promise you, Asalia. Thank you, Father. I will see how Mother is holding up. She's devastated. Everyone is. Oh, Ash. I have no clue how we're going to do this, but we will. We will. How can I be of service, Your Grace? Villagers from Wheatree sought help from the king in gathering resources to put together the best Marzana. The king decided to ignore the request and suggested using hay. Epidemic. An epidemic started spreading in one of the villages. Most people are sick and it has been reported that the disease is contagious. King Eryk decided to send a witch out to the village to heal some of these people and check what is causing the problem. Jer was in the village. The peasant returned with news about our hunter, who was nowhere to be found. There wasn't much we could do but wait. Aurelia, you're here. I don't know what to say. Does anyone know what to say in a situation like this? Can we just have a little silence? Just for one brief moment. It's alright, darling. You've been strong enough for all of us. Time until the siege. 6 weeks.